For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty in God for pulling down the strongholds, casting down arguments, and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, bringing every thought into captivity to the ordinance of Christ, and being ready to punish all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. Do you look at things according to the outward appearance? If anyone is convinced in himself that he is Christ's, let him again consider this in himself, that just as he is Christ, even so we are Christ's.
We're sorry. All of our representatives are still assisting other customers. Please remain on the line as we value your call.
So I think that's basically saying, we don't want to, when we're inside of the Christ body or the Christ spirit, we don't want to judge others because they too are in the Christ spirit, the body of God. It would be like, me judging this hand, this hand judging this hand, in other words, so. But it's not. That's just the surface meaning of it. Do you look at things according to the outward appearance? That question alone, that's an important question, because a lot of people see things just for what they look like in this world. They don't look a little bit deeper. They don't go deeper. They'll sit there and I'm having a bad day. This is a bad day. Often we need to stop and just ask, why am I having a bad day? I can't stand that person. And it's is that person something to you other than something external? Your feelings and your judgments are definitely internal, and that person is external. So are you really judging somebody by their actions, by their appearance, by your perception of them? Yes, you are. And that's what you're not supposed to do. Instead, you're supposed to be really not judging them, but observing and helping, being as a brother or a sister to them. Even deeper, being one with them in the body of Christ. And this is something a lot of Christians, I found out, have a hard time with, including myself, of course. So when we go into the body of Christ, into the Spirit of Christ, go out today, and instead of looking at everything and judging everything on its outward appearance, stop yourself and ask, why? Why am I judging something this way? Drill down, and you'll probably find something about yourself more than that person you're judging as a reason why you're judging that person that way. That person is a reflection of yourself. Often we find that how we judge people is exactly how we're judging ourselves, and the fears we have in ourselves about ourselves. There's someone in one of the riots, let's say, they running around smashing windows, and you can't stand that. You look at that, it gets you angry. That person is damaged. That person is wounded, and it's a hurt human being. And although you can judge that in your chair and watch TV and say that's bad, I'd never do that. No, you wouldn't. Maybe it is bad for society, but we're not here on earth to judge people. We're not here to observe and then judge, condemn, Instead, we're here for a different purpose. We're here to be one in the Christ body. And that person there smashing windows and rioting and doing whatever, we have to ask why. We have to ask why. We have to figure out why. And once we have figured out why, and it has to be personal. It can't be on TV. You can't watch something on YouTube and say, wow, I hate this. Bro. I'm talking in your daily life. People you contact with. You have to look at them and don't judge them. And if they're acting inappropriately or harmfully or hurtfully towards you, you have to figure out, what is it in you that hurts, that's allowing you to see their pain and then get angry, because you're angry at yourself first. You're aware of it in yourself if you can see it in someone else, and it's a frustration you're having. And indeed, now it might be a frustration that you're both having. And if you're both Christians, then it's easy to deal with. And when you're dealing with something like that, you can actually go face to face with somebody and talk to them without judging them. And when they get mad at you, you don't have to get mad. And if things go sideways or wrong, you don't have to lose yourself. You don't have to spin out of control if someone gets you angry. Instead, you stop and you ask, why are they getting me angry? We're fighting a war against invisible principalities. And don't think for a second that the war stops somehow. Some way it stops for you. And if you're a Christian, don't ever forget, you've joined an army and you're in a battle. There's an enemy, and the enemy wants you pretty much to be a traitor, to quit, and to not achieve your goal, and that is to be with God in love. So, do you look at things according to the outward appearance? It's suggested in Corinthians, 2 Corinthians 9:7. If you read that verse, you'll see that we're not supposed to be looking at things just on the outward appearance. Don't let the devil, don't let the world stop you from looking deeper into somebody. When you see somebody that you just think is right off the bat, like, a homeless person, anybody, somebody that just doesn't agree with you. You look at them and you stop it, man. Stop and think. Why is that person like that? What happened? Is that person damaged? And don't forget, we're all damaged. None of us have escaped this world without some kind of wound, or multiple. And remember that, it's okay. It's okay for someone to act out in pain and anger. They're lost. And part of our job is to help them to find themselves again. And to find out that it's okay. Like a caged animal goes crazy in a cage, we have to find a way to communicate with people that are outraged by their own wounds. And if we go to the street and we find people in these riots, let's say, be very careful. Just like a caged animal, this person can snap back in a physical way. I think the prime example is Jesus. If we can hang the Son of God onto a cross after flasking him and beating him and humiliating him, be careful going down to one of these riots, because you could find yourself a martyr. But at the same time, while being careful, remember that these people here are working off a broken knowledge, a broken understanding, maybe a broken heart. And that's our job, mostly, to listen to them. If we ever get a chance to talk to somebody like that, start with listening. End with no judgment. Give love away. Give it to the person that needs it. Give understanding. Give patience. Remember that who they are is not, who, on their outward appearance, who they are is not really who they are. Understand that the inside, look for the inside. Talk, communicate with the inside person, and you'll find a genuine human being who's good. Well, that's it for now, and that's the end of this message.
We're sorry. All of our representatives are still assisting other customers. Please remain on the line as we value your call.